unthinkable, depraved, monstrous, soul-crushing. Those are the only words I could find for this story, and they still fall short. I'm going to dig right in. Recently, investigators uncovered 1 million videos of children, including babies, being raped and brutalized. Let that land. Babies. These weren't hidden in some dark corner of the world. These videos were being bought and sold globally for as little as $100. I don't know why that bothers me so much. It shouldn't be available for any price, but to destroy a baby for $100.
Their investigators are calling this the most horrific case of child pornography they've ever worked. And 10 Tampa Bay's Eric Glasser explains what they uncovered.
The beginning of this investigation actually dates back to July, when FDLE agents were simply doing what they do, scouring the internet for bad guys dealing in child pornography. First a chat room, that led to a website, then a purchase of photos and videos that exposed what they are calling an international network of evil.
Most of the victims were trafficked. Some were kidnapped. All were real. All are identifiable. All were children. Now, since they are identifiable, we've also know that the viewers of these $100 videos are also identifiable. You're going down. This was deliberate evil, and it was organized. 8 subjects have been charged, including men from Florida, New Jersey, Oregon. One of the ringleaders is from Turkey. They used platforms like TikTok to access hidden portals. One site had 1.2 million files filed with what the Florida Department of Law Enforcement called the most egregious, disgusting content they have ever seen. I don't know if you watched any of this on the news, but grown men were crying. Florida shut it down. They've made arrests. They're working with Homeland Security to extradite the Turkish ringleader, bring him back to Florida. The Attorney General said, "If you're a child predator, I hope you never see the sun again." And you know what? I say amen to that. I don't even think prison is enough, but then when you talk to people who have been to prison, pedos don't fare very well in prison.
Evil.
What these guys were doing was truly heinous.
Agents with the FDLE, Homeland Security, and state prosecutors all had the same reaction.
The level and brutality of these images are sickening, and I've seen a lot.
The FDLE says through a now shut down website called TributePrintedPics.com, they were able to set up and purchase more than 1.2 million videos and photos, all for $100.
When they told me $100 got me 1.2 million, I just, what are we doing? I mean, that's very concerning.
The images, say investigators, are of real children in the United States. Some, they say, likely brought across the border illegally.
Real, identifiable children.
This is not rare. This is not far away, and it's not over. Right now, children are being trafficked, abused, filmed, and sold online, and it's being traded like currency. Now, I'm going to get a little political. In the last administration, we lost track of over 320,000 migrant children. And we know untold numbers are at the risk of being trafficked or into forced labor. We know this. May last year, there were 291,000 migrant children who arrived in the United States as unaccompanied minors who were set free and never given a date to appear in the immigration court, meaning there's no way to track their whereabouts. Where do you think they ended up? That's in addition to the 32,000 children that Immigration and Customs Enforcement authorities released into the United States with hearing dates, but then they failed to show in court. If you want to look into that more, just Google 14-page report and you can read all about it. So what's different now? What's the Trump administration doing about it? You know, just last week, I was on a call with a bunch of non-government organizations, NGOs from around the nation, and the entire focus for the hour was complaining about this administration because of the budget cuts. And I understand that that does hurt It does hurt. Some of the NGOs that are out there do an excellent job to support the root causes of trafficking, the vulnerable populations. I get that. But we have to understand what the Doge algorithm was doing. It went through and it could see where there was waste or fraud, and some NGOs got taken down. Not one word was brought up about what good is this administration doing. So let me tell you a little bit about it. Border security enhancement. January 2025 executive order. President Trump signed an order directing the U.S. Northern Command to actively seal the United States borders. Their new mission includes stopping unlawful mass migration, narcotics trafficking, human smuggling, and human trafficking. That's why I voted on President Trump. The Department of Defense has increased troop presence along the southern U.S. border to intercept traffickers and smugglers in real time, and it's working. You might want to look away. I get it. It's overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you, we must choose to see it. We must choose to speak it, and we must do everything in our power to stop it. This is the fight of our generation, not just for justice, but for the souls of children. If you look at porn, you are contributing to child sexual abuse material because it's an endless cycle. And I'm telling you, this story is showing us that they're coming for you. The names of the people who made these purchases in the thousands, they got you. So if you are addicted to porn, this might be a good reason to stop today. Don't look at it ever again. They're coming for you. If you're a parent, talk to your kids. If you're online, report what looks wrong. If you have influence, use it. If you have faith, pray and act. If you go to sabrinastratford.com, there's going to be a pop-up, and it's how you're going to talk to your kids to be safe online, which is where a lot of this trafficking starts. Don't wait for someone else to do something. Be the someone. We can't look away anymore. Let's bring this fight into the light and burn it down.